The day biters, recording the day. That's one angry pagan. Right. Just catching up with a bit of Sky News. And I started hearing this.
Loved ones is an unforgivable and selfish act that each and every person sentenced today will have to live with. Violence, rioting and aggression will never be tolerated in this country, and we stand ready to use the full force of the law against any others who have been or are considering joining these intolerable scenes. The Crown Prosecution's message is clear. Whatever your motivation for targeting police, inciting hatred or wreaking havoc on your community, you'll be swiftly punished.
Let's get the latest details now, shall we? From Fraser Maud, who's in Liverpool for us.
3 years for Derek Drummond, a 58-year-old.
To be, if I'm perfectly honest, this guy should be going down for longer than that because of the fact that they sent Just Stop Oil guys down for like 5 to 8 years. That's despicable. However, the fact they are going down, and not just for a couple of months, and this quick too, they were warned.
Man, a Southport resident, he pleaded guilty earlier this week to violent disorder and the assault of an emergency worker at the riot which took place in Southport last Tuesday. That was the day after those tragic events in Southport which saw 3 young girls killed at a Taylor Swift dance class. The judge here today is the honorary recorder of Liverpool, His Honour Judge Andrew Menery. He was the man who previously decided to lift the anonymity order which protected the identity of the youth accused of carrying out these murders. He said that he was making Axel Rudicabana's name public because he hoped that it would fill the void in the reporting online of what had happened in Southport and the misinformation which led to a lot of the violence which we've seen. In sentencing here today, the judge made comments saying that every decent member of the community affected by these events will have been appalled, horrified and deeply disturbed about what had taken place in their neighbourhood. He told Drummond the grief of the residents of Southport was effectively hijacked by this callous behaviour. Your actions, he said, together with the actions of hundreds of others, have disgraced the reputation of that town and this city. The court heard that Drummond had lost his job since handing himself into police and that he was deeply ashamed about his actions and about what it meant to the town of Southport and the city of Liverpool. The judge jailed him for 3 years, saying that he accepted that he was remorseful, but comparing that remorse to the CCTV footage the court had seen of his behaviour on that night shows a much darker and different side. He said he can't be sure that he was an instigator on that evening, but he said he was certainly on the front line. He was jailed for 3 years. He gave no reaction as he sat in the dock and received that sentence. The judge is currently summing up and giving sentencing remarks for 2 other men. Declan Gearan, a 29-year-old from Liverpool, who pleaded guilty to violent disorder and arson over rioting in city centre here in Liverpool last week. The court was shown a TikTok clip of Gearan setting fire to a police van, setting the seatbelt alight. Prosecution.
It does. It niggles these guys. These guys should be getting more than what Just Stop Oil guys got. At the same time, though, these guys aren't getting away with it. So, and if they do bring in the terrorism charges, I so hope they fucking do. That is what you might call a deterrent.
Said that replacing that van will cost the force in excess of £32,000. The other man due to be sentenced today, Liam Riley, 41-year-old from Kirkdale, pleaded guilty to violent disorder and a racially aggravated public order offence over rioting in Liverpool city centre when he was part of a crowd of around 100. Those sentences to follow shortly.
Fraser Maud with the situation in Liverpool. In Manchester, 4 men have been charged following disorder and an assault in Manchester on Saturday. Over the last 96 hours, police there say they've been relentlessly pursuing those believed to be involved in the incident in Piccadilly Gardens. Individuals have been named as Sean Holt, Liam Ryan, David Green and Andrew Phillips. They're appearing at Manchester Crown Court today. Another individual remains in police custody. Meanwhile, in Plymouth, Devon and Cornwall police say that 4 people have been admitted to offences under the Public Order Act, 3 men and a 17-year-old boy. Well, speaking to Sky News, the Director of Public Prosecutions of England and Wales, Stephen Parkinson, warned that members of the public should be careful when reposting material concerning the riots on social media, saying that
This was what caught my ear. I wanted to play the first bit, so you guys got a bit of context as to what I was listening to. And this bit is what really perked my ears up.
that sharing certain posts could be deemed as an offence.
The offence of incitement to racial hatred involves publishing or distributing
Stephen Parkinson, Director of Public Prosecutions of England and Wales.
material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police.
So, online racists. Don't think you're fucking safe, cunts.
Police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification arrests and so forth. So it's a really, really serious. People might think they're not doing anything harmful. They are, and the consequences will be visited upon them.
So, essentially, you bigoted cunts who are going around, I've got legitimate questions. Oh, what about immigration? Oh, what about stop the boats? Oh. You going wrong with your bigoted hatred online could get you arrested and jailed. You bigoted racist cunts. So keep going with it, put you in jail, and get you off our streets. Because all you are thugs. You have no legitimate argument. I've had numerous people on the right try to justify this over the past week. Not one, not a single one was a legitimate argument. Not fucking one. So any of you guys out there who want to keep spreading this bollocks, watch out, because that's going to be treated as a crime in of itself, and you guys could be going to jail for it. You want to incite racist hatred? Be prepared to go to fucking jail. One Angry Pagan out.